So I guess I'm out of touch with the streets, and that's a good thing. I'm not upset. I'm pretty much pat myself on the back for that because it seems like the street culture has changed or evolved for the worse. I don't get it. Uh, did a story about a week or so ago about a drug raid in Georgia where they raided this house, a nice house. I guess it was in the suburbs, nice two-story home in a nice neighborhood, and that's where they was housing and holding all the fentanyl and all the other dope you could think of and guns. But it was a brother who, like I said, was living there, and I'm sitting here wondering, like, who, like, why did they do it like that? I mean, discuss it with a couple other guys about my age who, what I'm saying, grew up in various hoods around Dallas, and we was thinking that much, what I'm saying, that much dope you should have in like a warehouse or something, or in a trap house or something, not in a nice suburban neighborhood home. But that's just the way we thought things went. But I guess things have changed, man. So I guess I can call myself a square. But anyway, let's get into the story because it seems like this is bigger and more prevalent than I thought. Because this happens right outside of Chicago. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
The feds raided this house in southwest suburban Frankfurt. The owner now accused of running a huge fentanyl operation, which landed him and his girlfriend behind bars. Jermont Terry is live at federal court with how the feds traced the drug operation to 3 southwest suburban communities. Jermont.
Erica, this drug operation spans from Frankfurt to Oakland and even includes a storage unit in Alsip where drugs, weapons, and wads of cash were all found, according to the feds.
Now, see here, he had a storage unit. So, see, I can that can make sense. Not promoting or condoning selling the drugs and destroying our communities. I'm just saying it just seems like these cats nowadays just don't use common sense when they do certain things. It's too prevalent. Used to be maybe it'd be a few that was, what I'm saying, didn't have all their marbles there, but now it seems like the majority of the people out here are just doing dumb crap. But hey, he had a storage unit.
Check out the arsenal of weapons federal prosecutors say they found when they arrested the couple. According to the federal complaint, 32-year-old James Howard and 31-year-old Chantel Robinson were behind a huge fentanyl and cocaine distribution. This Oakland apartment building off 95th and Ridgeland is where Robinson lived. Along the busy road across from the Chicago Ridge Mall, the apartment was being used as a drug laboratory, according to the federal complaint. The feds had suspected the pair of running the drug operation. They set up a hidden camera in this flower pot outside their third-floor unit. Prosecutors say the camera spotted Howard in this image coming out with a comforter. He placed it in the hallway, but inside the bag, 1.5 kilograms of suspected fentanyl and approximately 850 grams of suspected cocaine within the sheets.
This seems to be a case of these subjects to being very bold and careless at the same time.
This image shows Howard discovering the hidden camera. Even after Howard appeared to notice the camera at the top of the staircase and momentarily ducking out of the frame, the feds say he did not stop the illegal operation. Former FBI Director Phil Andrew points out this pair hid in plain sight. Agents raided Howard's house in Frankfurt. Their nearly $800,000 new construction was paid in full despite Howard moving in April.
Okay, so now I'm getting it. I've watched this story a few times, going back and forth, taking notes, trying to figure out, trying to see what I'm missing. So Howard is the man, Robinson is a girlfriend. So it's Robinson's apartment that they cooking all the dope in. But Howard bought the house in the suburbs. Ladies, there are studies and shrink and quack doctors, whatever you want to call them, psychologists, psychiatrists. I'm not sure what's the difference, but there are people who get into your head who do these studies. And they say a lot of people do not grow past the age of 15 mentally. And the more I see stories like this, well, let's stick to this. Let's stick to this story. The more I see stories like this, makes me believe that this is true. When I was in high school, junior high, girls in our school were dating the dope boys, and the dope boys didn't go to school. Well, that's a lie. I knew a couple of them that went to school in junior high, but by the time they got to high school or so, they pretty much done dropped out, been to the pen, dropped. So they not going back to school. Might got their GED in college. I mean, in the penitentiary, but they pretty much done with school. Now I knew a chick who was in the game back in high school, and that heifer was smart. She made like all A's and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was, it just, no, just, I mean, it was, maybe it was threw me for a loop or anomaly or whatever. But yeah, we was pretty, well, anyway, we. But anywho, yeah, it seems like these people have not grown out of the age of 15. Ladies, like I say, that was junior high and high school, but you are a grown woman still dating the dope boy. And you are still allowing the dope boy to use your house to make the product, to store the product. While he goes and buys a $800,000 house in the suburbs in his name. Your name is not on it. So now what's going to happen to you is you're going to go down with him. Y'all ran his operation. He thought that he was going to be clear of everything and nothing's going, as long as it keep it away from his house, he ain't got to worry about nobody kicking in his door. Right? Well, that's what he thought. He thought they find a dope house, trap house, is going to be my girlfriend's house. Dude didn't even have a wherewithal to go get a trap house in the hood somewhere and set up shop there and do like they used to do back in the day and move around the neighborhood with moving the stash around different neighborhoods to keep the police off track and to keep the jack boys off track. But now, know what he did? He put you right in the line of danger. That if he ain't at home and if he ain't at your apartment but you there, dope boys, them jump out boys kicking your door, get your apartment, and nothing happens to his. But little did he know they went and raided his house and got her apartment, and it said some other residents in another neighborhood. Ladies, I need y'all to grow up. Y'all can sit here and say, well, he did this, he did that, blah, blah, blah. But number one, y'all are not married. Y'all a boyfriend and girlfriend, and you with him and you stayed with him. And you allowed him to make a decision to do this in an apartment that's got your name on it. Because if y'all a couple now, shouldn't everything be in the both of y'all names? But you're not married, so much for that, right?
Clearly, the point they're making in this complaint is that is likely due to the ease of access to this drug money.
This is what prosecutors say they found inside the house.
And this fool bought, and I don't understand all these guns. I see people all talk about all the time that they got 10, 20, 50 guns, 100 guns around the house. They just buy guns. And I can understand if you're like a gun connoisseur, right? Like that's your hobby. Like people might buy cars. People might collect baseball cards. What have you. People got their toys, model car. I used to get model cars back in the day. Records. I collect records. You know what I'm saying? Old ones, new ones. I still listen to vinyl. I get it. Maybe that's what you are. But if you are just collecting guns just to say you have them and you don't plan to use them, because this is the second story I've done. Like I say, last week I did one. This is the second one. Last week, the feds brought a battering ram and threw like tear gas in the house. And the dude came out like a few minutes later with his hands up. He didn't come out with the guns on his waist, on his hip, shooting at the police, acting like he Tony Montana. Not at all. He walked out of that sun gun with no problem. And they went in and found all these guns in the house. Same thing here. All these guns in the house. What do you need that many guns for? You can't use them all. You cannot use them all. I don't give a damn if you are in a shootout with the police or with jack boys or with your next door neighbor. You are not going to be able to carry around let me back up. let me back up because here's what may have happened. He may have them in every room in the house. But even that doesn't make it any better because you still ain't grabbed it and used it when they come and kicking your house, when they come and raiding your house. You can have it on you. Most of the times you don't see, most of the time when these guys get arrested, you never see, I've never seen, I ain't gonna say never. I'm gonna say never because if y'all seen it, you know what I'm saying, give me an example. But I've never seen these dudes shoot it out with the popos. Never. Never have a firefight with the popos. Never seen it. Popos come in, they either running and hiding. Now I've seen illegal immigrants come out with box cutters trying to tag ICE because they're trying to take them in. But brothers like the same skin color, same skin tone as myself, I ain't never seen y'all, you know what I'm saying, going and trying to take out, say I'm going, you know what I'm saying, you never take me alive. You know what I'm saying? Who put this thing together? Me, that's who. I ain't seen no Tony Montana. So y'all need to stop playing, you know what I'm saying, stop playing the role.
That arsenal of weapons, cash, and drugs. But the operation did not end there. It stretched to this storage facility in Alsip of 115th and Cicero. It's here where feds say additional drugs and weapons were found. Andrew points out federal and local agencies are still working jointly to win the fight against drugs.
Law enforcement, this is actually their bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Andrew points out that many criminals may believe that federal agents are focusing all of their attention on immigration, but he says this case proves that drug cases remain a top priority. As for that couple, they remain in federal custody tonight.
Yeah.
Live outside the Dirksen Federal Building tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago.
So they in federal prison, so you know they're gonna have to be in there telling all the fentanyl and everything they had. They got a supplier, so they're gonna have to say they're gonna have to pretty much snitch on their supplier. So I'm sure they're gonna be in there telling, especially that woman. She probably gonna be in there telling like a son. Or hell, probably dude probably telling on the woman. First thing he probably said is, "That ain't my house. Y'all found that in." But because I mean, think about this: if what kind of person sees a hidden camera in a flower pot and then continues the operation out of that same place? That dude don't care about himself and he don't care about you, ladies. But yet, this is what y'all want. Y'all want the excitement. You don't want the dude working the 9 to 5 job, going to college, going to school, saying, "Hey, if we budget it, if we spend our money right, live below our means, maybe by the time we get 50, we start saving now in our early 20s and saving and investing in our early 20s. But in 30 years, man, we'll be millionaires and multimillionaires. And then we can live off the money that's in our accounts. We can run our own business and not necessarily have to be hands-on. We can just sit back and let the money flow in and live a comfortable life and be happy and not worried." Reading this book, I told y'all, The Millionaire Next Door. They say, people try to say money can't buy you love, but it can buy you happiness. It can buy you peace, financial peace. The other stuff, nah, it can't. I don't know if it can deal with that other stuff. Other stuff you on your own. But financial peace, yes, I understand. That is like number one. Because if your money ain't right, that's a big stressor on you on a whole lot of other things in your life. But if you got financial peace, you know what I'm saying? A lot of other stuff will fall into place or what have you. But anyway, hey, I guess people trying to be kingpins, they still out there doing. I don't know why. They got cameras everywhere, recording devices, trackers everywhere, and I mean, I don't know. Like I said before, they not the big kingpins of the old days. It's not they're not gonna allow that no more. Now, what the Fed guy said that a lot of times now these people think that they think that the feds are more worried about the ICE raids and stuff like this. Look here, man. I said it before, I'm gonna say it again, 1,000 times. Law enforcement know where all the dope houses are. They know where all the ladies on the blade, all this illegal activity. They know where it's going on. They know where the gangs hang out at. They know all this stuff. the thing is, they're just going to wait to get a case before they come and get you. It's simple as that. You can move your houses around. You can move your traps around. You can do whatever you want to do, but they're gonna watch you for a while, and then once they get enough, they fit in build up enough case to give you fed time to where you're looking at football numbers. So your best bet is to you know what I'm saying, drop dimes on people above you and get them caught up. You know, that's your best bet. If not, you're gonna sit in prison for the rest of your life. A lot of people ain't made like that no more. So it's like, you know, it's not really an option. But I don't know. I don't know what they be thinking anyway. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. If you'd like to support us financially, you can always give us super thanks, super chat, super stickers. And you can go to the description box or a couple of links there you can click on to help support us like that way. Now, if you like something tangible for your dollars, which a lot of people do, go to marlonmorale.com, hit our Shopify store, or just simply click the products below. Check out all our luxury products. We got fragrances that last all day, beard products, silk products, handbags, much more. Check it out. You will not be disappointed. With that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.